Hey man, I want to talk about the Hurricanes for a little bit. I know my hair is a little bit of a mess. I kind of went to the carnival after the game, which a little bit. This was a little bit of a disappointing finish, but I can't even be mad at that because the Hurricanes did something they haven't done in 9 years, and that's go to the regional, super regional game, and they did that against the Louisville Cardinals, and that series went to three. So let's talk about this because I was able to watch the games whenever there's good moments, bad moments, frustrating moments like game one, which that's what we're going to talk about a little bit. So game one, I feel like Miami had a lot of chances. They did. But once Louisville had the same identical opportunity as Miami did, unlike the Hurricanes, Louisville did capitalize. In the second inning alone, there was a home run from Louisville. It was a solo shot from Pike PK or something like that. It was a home run to left center, and then and it was back to back to Monroe with hits to center field, which would be a two-run shot. Actually, it's a solo shot to make it 2-0 Louisville. Before that half inning, though, Miami had bases loaded with one out, and they didn't get anybody. Third inning, pretty much the same thing, except this time though, Gonzalez will only able to get Miami a single run in the entire game. In game one, it was a sacrifice fly to left, and Cuvée, which I pronounced Cuvette, which was my fault. I totally apologize. Cuvée was the one that scored that one, but it will be the only run scored by the Hurricanes. Bottom the third, though, bases loaded, one out for the Cardinals, and they get runs in, and I'm talking 5 runs in. There was a fielder's choice of the pitcher, but then there was a throwing error. There was a throwing error by the pitcher, which was a horrible throw, and that allows 2 runs scored for the Cardinals. And then Monroe, his second homer of that day, to center field, the left center, to make it 7-1 Cardinals. And the bottom of the fourth inning, Monroe was the sole reason why the Cardinals won game one, 8-1. So, yeah, Louisville takes that one on Friday. Saturday morning, on the other hand, Miami wins 9-6, so 6-9 score. So in this game, though, there was Smith getting on base along with Kulikowski. Torres, who was a captain of the team, I think, was able to score on an RBI single. And this is Miami as a home team, even though they're in Louisville. So 1-0 Miami right there. Rose hits a single to center, which would be a tying game. Louisville also hits a home run with King Jr., so it makes it 3-1 Cardinals. And, really, do I have to say his name again? Monroe hits another home run to left center to make it 4-1 Louisville. In my head, I'm thinking, yeah, I think we're going to get swept in the series. But Kulikowski has something to say about that. While Williams was on base, D. Williams, Kulikowski hits a single to right center, so Miami cuts the lead in half. And then Ogden, if I said it so correctly, hits a home run to left center. It's a go-ahead home run, 5-4 Hurricanes, and the Hurricanes recapture the lead. It's not 5-4. That's at the fourth inning. Top of the seventh, though, King Jr. hits his second homer of the day, and he ties it up 5-5. But Gonzalez, along with D. Gonzalez, single to left. So the Hurricanes recapture the lead, and in the bottom of the eighth inning, with Torres and Galvin on base, Daniel Cuvée with a home run to left center field. It's a 3-run shot, and it's 9-5 Hurricanes. And it looked like they're going to tie the series up, in which they did. Moore for Cardinals did hit a single to center, which would be 6-9 Hurricanes. But regardless of that, the Hurricanes tie the series. So we force a game 3, which will lead to today. And yeah, it was heartbreaking. This was a heartbreaking loss, to say the least, man. So Torres goes on base each inning with the base hit to get out. But top of the third inning, Torres gets a hit that which will then make it on the base, and then Galvin hits a home run to right, and that home run shifted towards the right pole, and it's 2-0 Hurricanes. So there was an incident in this game where he helped that Galvin held the bat a little bit too long before reaching base. I guess because he couldn't tell whether or not if that ball was going to go foul or fair, and it hit the foul pole, almost hit the foul pole to fair territory. So there was a warning right there. Hurricanes could not score since. And at the bottom of the fourth inning, they would capture the lead. Rose hit the double to left. That allows Pike to score, and then Hot ground to fielder's choice. There was only an out as second, and they would tie it up. Hurricanes challenged us whether or not if there was interference at second base because the runner, which was Davis, he didn't even slide. He did not slide in this situation. But what he did was, as he was running, he shifted to his left to prevent any interference on the shortstop or second baseman to throw the baseball to first. But the call was confirmed. So there was no interference in that one. And unfortunately, I have to agree with this one. As long as you're not in the way, which Davis wasn't, it's not interference. What would be interference if he was blocking the throw directly right in front of the baseman, and that did not apply here. Now, there was a pitcher change after that in a couple of innings, but there was bases loaded. By the way, I talked about the situation with the bases loaded a little bit ago. In the fifth inning, I think it was the fifth inning, there was bases loaded for Louisville with one out, and they were able to get out of that one. It was Will Smith. And he got us into some trouble, man. But there's that. But then, so we got out of that one. But then Hurricanes just cannot score, no matter how hard they try. And then the bottom of the seventh inning with Monroe on base, Kane Jr. hits a double center, and Louisville captures the lead to make it 3-2. And that would be your ball game, man. In the top of the ninth inning, so close to hitting that home run. They were so close. I believe the person that hit that baseball was Ogden, who just missed a home run. But that ball wound up at the warning track, and that ball was caught. And Louisville advanced to Omaha, while Miami gets eliminated and has to go home. Heartbreaking, man. Heartbreaking. Now, am I upset? As much as I like to be, not really. Because I think, as people want to criticize the coach of the Hurricanes, to me, I feel like this is the step to the right direction. Let me defend my case. Because think about this. Under the previous head coach, they were not able to get as far as going to the Super Regional. They're stuck at a... they were stuck... What's that called again? Not the Super Regional, but... It was something else. I forgot what it's called. Oh, come on, man. Why did I have a little bit of a brain fart? They were stuck at a certain regional, right? Even a Coral Gables regional. They were stuck at that regional play. There we go, regional play. They were stuck there for many years. They were stuck there for plenty of years. And that head coach, I forgot his name was. Yeah, some Hurricanes baseball fan I am. He couldn't lead them to the Super Regionals. This head coach, in his first season, I think it's his first season, as far as I can tell, as far as I remember. Again, I have not been paying attention much to the Hurricanes baseball as much as I really pay attention to Hurricanes football. Okay, I pay attention more of Hurricanes football than I do with baseball. I'll be honest with you, but as far as I know, this is his first season, and under his first season, he was able to coach his team to the Super Regionals, and that's something that has not been done in 9 years. You know who won the championship, the College World Series that season? Coastal Carolina. And that's the same season that Miami reached the Super Regionals. So, to me, that's a step to the right direction. In the future, their future is looking even brighter than the Marlins. I'll say that. But can't even be mad at that. It is what it is. Great season, Hurricanes baseball. Maybe next year I'll probably do more postseason baseball videos. But until then, hopefully the recruiting. Hope you're able to recruit some players that could really make a huge difference in the Hurricanes baseball. As the Hurricanes campus, university is looking for something, man. It can't be just like lower tier, like track and field or stuff like that. No, we want a baseball championship. I mean, hell, we especially want a football championship. Now we probably want a basketball championship because we got a new head coach from Duke, I think, as far as I remember. But regardless of that, the Hurricanes need something, and I think with this baseball team, it's a step to the right direction. It's disappointing how the season ended like that. It's really disappointing. But I feel like it's a step to the right direction. But congratulations to Louisville. You advanced back to this Omaha. And, yeah, man, let's go Canes. It is what it is, man. And then we can focus on the Florida Panthers, maybe. Actually, no, not even. I'm watching this game between the Sharks and the Seawolves right now. So that game is currently at halftime, so I have time to talk to you guys about the Hurricanes baseball that turned into a tragic end. So that's going to do it for this one, man. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe for content, because Miami TV is back. And what he does will be right there with the video team that you deserve. This is Miami TV channel, folks. Good night.